love that song.
Yeah.
That's a great rockabilly classic, Train Kept A-Rollin'.
That's it.
Yeah. I took a stop in Albuquerque. She must have thought I was a real dumb jerk. Got off the train. You know, past sure. My luck was no good, Jack. Couldn't let it go along. And I just couldn't let it go. I stopped taking my medication about sometime yesterday, and I don't know what that was.
It's all well and good that you like rockabilly, but it's going to give you an aneurysm.
It is. The way I do it is horrific. And all right. Well, how are you, Andy? You look good.
I'm very good. You know, you mentioned the debates in the monologue.
Yeah.
And you know, my favorite part of the debates. This is the part I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Is the hour before the debates when Joan and Melissa Rivers try and figure out what tie each candidate is going to wear. That's the best TV I know
That's
of.
some fine entertainment, Andy. Yeah, that's going to be real fun. We, you know, we got to talk about, speaking of television, the greatest medium in the world, television. I wanted to mention, Andy, to the folks at home, and I have a reason. I'm going somewhere with this, so don't assume that I've gone quite insane. But I want to say that we have a terrific, terrific director on this show. Her name is Liz Plonka, and I thought I should actually mention her name on the air and say how great she is. Isn't she
Give it up for Liz. Come on. She's great.
She's great. Terrific. And I bring this up for a reason, okay? It's not just to kill time on the show and make the audience applaud.
Right.
That's part of the reason.
Or just to give her an excuse to hit the applause light for herself.
Andy, there's no applause light on this show. All right. But a lot of people, I don't think, realize what a vital role the director plays in a show like ours. I don't think people appreciate what a director does.
Right, because the director and the show have to sort of match each other, or else the results are a mess. Just disastrous.
Exactly. And actually, people aren't aware of this, but before we found our current director, Liz Plonka, we tried out a couple of different directors that really weren't quite right for our show and our sensibility. It wasn't a good match, and I actually thought it'd be kind of fun to show the audience tonight what those directors did with our show. And I thought this would be interesting. You'll really appreciate. Like this first person, folks. This director we hired, he'd done a lot of those NFL highlight films, you know, with the slow motion footage and the dramatic music.
Yeah, he was actually very talented, but it just wasn't right for us.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at this one night when we tried him. You'll see.
September 30th, Rockefeller Center, New York. With temperatures inside Studio 6A dipping to a punishing 60 degrees and less than 5 minutes left in the show, things looked bleak for a bruised and battered Conan O'Brien. And the team needed a third guest right away if they were to keep their slim ratings hopes alive. As the late-night faithful cheered, All-Pro sidekick Andy Richter knew what he had to do. Get to Dr. Joyce Brothers at any cost. But over 600 well-muscled pounds of publicist and agent stood between the charging Richter and the fleet-footed doctor. With a savage fury born of desperation, Richter hurled himself forward like a human battering ram, tossing aside the opposing linemen like rag dolls, and miraculously forcing the turnover. All that was left was for the triumphant Richter to spike the hard-won piece of dirty pigskin into its seat and let O'Brien run out the clock.
So, Dr. Joyce.
Yes.
Tell us about your latest book, Fighting Your Inner Fear. I thought, it's a good look.
Yeah, it was great.
I like the action. It just didn't fit.
No, not at all.
Then, after that, we tried a director who had a lot of television experience, but unfortunately, all his experience was with police dramas. And
remember the Eli Wallach, the night that Eli Wallach was a guest and the cop show guy was directing?
Yeah, that didn't work for us at all. Take a look at that program. You'll see what we're talking about.
My partner and I are busy men. Now go on, tell us a little more about your career.
I don't know why you're treating me like...
Oh, come on, Wallach! Spill your guts! You know what we're getting at. That early score in Baby Doll wasn't enough for you, was it?
You went on to make The Magnificent Seven in 1960.
Yeah.
Then The Misfits in 61 with Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable.
Yes.
Well, maybe our audience would like to hear about that. Or are you too ashamed?
Ashamed? Why should I be ashamed? I'm not ashamed. I'm proud.
You proud?
Hey, listen, Andy. Take it easy. We're going to take this real cool, okay? Everyone calm down, huh? He's going to tell us everything, aren't you? Because then it was spaghetti westerns, wasn't it? You thought you could work with Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in 1966 and get away with it. Oh, sure. Great film, real box office hit. Did you think we were idiots? Didn't you think we would notice, huh?
All right, stop it. It's true. It's true. I did it. For 40 years, I did it. Oh, God, what have I done? I can't.
And for all those 40 years, you never lost your love of the live theater, did you? You came back to work on Broadway whenever possible.
Yes, I did. That's true. I did.
Take him away, Conan. Get him out of my sight.
Come on, Eli. Take it easy. You did the right thing.
Oh,
Folks, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. But you're not going to be right back, Eli. You're going away for a long, long time.
oh.
That was pretty amazing. It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
That was really incredible. I don't know about everybody else. I personally wish that you really did that during interviews on the show. If a celebrity wasn't getting to the point, I wish you'd grab her arm and go, "Come clean, Berkeley!"
Right. I know, and actually, the thing I liked about that guy is Liz won't let me carry a gun. That guy encouraged it.
Yeah, that director was very bad. Well, that guy, it didn't fit our show. Interesting didn't fit. But after that, we tried a director whose only real experience, it turns out, was making Navy training films. And that really wasn't a match. Take a look.
Well, we should be coming up on our first guest very soon, Andy.
Right, straight ahead at 50 knots, at a depth of 3 fathoms.
Down Periscope.
Down Periscope.
All right. Let's see just who this guest is. Uh-oh. Up Periscope.
Up Periscope.
Brace yourself, Andy.
Why?
It's Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey. Sweet mother of God, help us!
That was pretty incredible.
Right.
Really incredible. Now I know what it would have been like to have worked on Star Trek. You know? I would have had that same feeling. All right, we finally, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last director we're going to show. There was a time we got talked into on this program using this really crazy Italian director.
Yeah, the unique vision, like a real visual flair, but just not us.
Yeah, and it just came out real. Just take a look.
Aren't you going to bring out your first guest? You're not afraid, are you?
I don't know who is my first guest. What is my first guest? What would I say to them?
Why don't you interview an apple?
What would I say to an apple?
I'm sure your public wants to see you.
Interview an apple.
You're not afraid of women, are you?
No. I love women. I love my mommy.
He loves his mommy.
Yes. And what have you got to say to your public?
My public? Well, I would say, why don't you leave me alone? How can we? We'll be right back.
Well, that didn't work. That director. Although we are going to try and work the donkey, actually, into our
Yes,
show
we
from now
must.
on. All right, that'll be fun. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right now, and then when we come back, Lisa Kudrow is going to be with us. Great show tonight. Yes, she is.
What's she listening?